What up, boys and girls? What up, YouTube world? What up, game heads? It's your boy SBS coming to you with another video. And this time, I'm gonna talk about why working at GameStop and just GameStop overall fucking sucks. And by saying so is because I used to be a GameStop fucking crew member, employee, however you want to say it. That was pretty much was my summer job of 2018, which it was a fucking dud. Realistically speaking, I also feel like, you know, as not only just an employee, but also as like someone who actually had experience shopping at GameStop. I'm gonna tell you based on the shopping part. So let me just be a little quick on it. You know, I mean, I've been shopping at GameStop since I was like fucking 10 or 11 years old. Probably 11. You know, I bought my PlayStation games from the times. But, you know, after I've realized when I got older is just that their business practices is really retarded and really redundant because, you know, GameStop is known for just ripping people off, and, you know, if you want to trade a game, they're gonna pay you some chump change bullshit crackhead type of money. And, you know, if you're gonna sell your system, if you're gonna sell a good condition of a game, a CD case or whatever, all that, they're gonna charge you $7, which is complete bullshit. For the game consoles, it's kind of like I try to sell my PS3 that time, and, you know, thank God I didn't trade it, and they was willing to give me $3 fucking like $3 fucking to trade my game. And to be honest, they do this is because they're not going to spend the original price of how much of a PlayStation 3 would cost in sales, because they're not trying to lose their money. So what they do is they trying to convince some idiot to sell it for the smallest amount of money they can think of, you know, some like I said, some chump change money. So realistically speaking, on that note, I feel like, you know, as an employee, it's worse too, because to me, working at GameStop is supposed to be like our idea of the dream job, where we should be around a job where we are surrounded by playing, talk. Well, not really playing, but you're surrounded by video games, you know. And any gamer's dream is to work at GameStop or anything that is video game related, you know. And I mean, first and foremost, the seasonal jobs is crap. It's like either you in or you're out. So it's kind of like they choose to hire you and they also choose to keep you, but they're gonna really replace you. Like you're very replaceable at GameStop. So no matter how long you've been working there, for the longest or the least time you work there, they're gonna replace your ass. So, okay, first and foremost, let me tell you about me being an employee at GameStop and my worst experience doing it, because I've seen other people's channels and they talk about why GameStop is a horrible place to work at and GameStop sucks and blah blah blah. So I've checked those videos out before I was employed to GameStop, and I wanted to make sure if this is really as accurate as they say it's worse as it is. But pretty much they were right. You know, everything what they said is really, you know, spot on, you know. And first and foremost, like I said, GameStop seasonal jobs suck, but that's just the second level. The first level is you gotta go through a bunch of people. Like, you gotta fill out these fucking online application to see if rather or not the GameStop around your neighborhood or anywhere, like, depends on what city or state that you're in and trying to see if whether or not they want to hire you or not. So basically, GameStop, they have this bullshit job fair, and if you're trying to apply for this to work there, they're not going to remind you that they're going to have a job fair. You got to find that shit on your own. You got to find out on your own about information. Like, if you really want that job, they like all jobs would let you know if they're going to have an interview or if they're willing to give people a chance, you know. But the job fair is completely bullshit. It's because you're standing in line looking like a doofus, and you know, you want to kill time by talking to people who enjoy playing video games as well and very excited. It's just like you being at the club or at a concert in line and you can't wait to go see what's performing or whatever. So the interviews, the people who work at GameStop, like the managers, the assistant managers or whatever, they take 8 people at a time, put them in the like inventory room or whatever, and you're in a fucking line and you're sitting down like you're in a fucking drug intervention or some shit like that, like a rehab center where people are in an intervention talking about their addiction. Like, everybody have to just like say, hi, my name is this and that, and I'm looking for, it's like, hi, my name is Corey and I'm an alcoholic, or I'm a drug addict, something like that. That's what it feels like, except you know everybody is here for a fucking job, you know. So you're in, like I said, you're sitting or standing around a fucking circle like y'all fucking doing a campfire type of kumbaya type of shit, you know. To me, it's kind of like they want to make it interesting for you, to y'all to work there, but you know, compared to fucking 100,000 people in line versus, you know, it's that chances are you may or may not get the job. So to me, I prefer a one-on-one interview, because you know for sure if they're gonna really need you or want to hire you versus, you know, pretty much playing duck duck goose on a nigga, you know. And in fact, working at GameStop is like, I mean, in fact, GameStop, how they choose the employees is just like how a fine ass girl is choosing a dude, where, you know, every dude want to smash and be with her, but she knows she's bad. She knows she's a bad bitch, but she's gonna take her time, or just, you know, think who's worthy about it. You know, you got some people who don't look the part in the interview, where they're not wearing like a suit or a tie or a dress. They're wearing t-shirts, jeans, or whatever. Some guy looked like a bum at the job interview. And the funny fucked up thing is, these people who didn't dress up for the interview got the job versus people who look professional. See, the thing is, GameStop like to just fucking make you do all this bullshit for nothing. Like, you gotta impress them, but they're least likely impressed. They want somebody they think they feeling, you know. And I look the part. I always make sure I dress well, my haircut is on fleek. I'm really not trying to say this word ever again. This is the last time I say this, but I want to make sure I look the part in working at GameStop. So to me, it's like, it takes a very long time to get a job at GameStop because they're very picky. So you just gotta go around, know some places. Don't be just like everybody else, where you're gonna be like, for example, if you see a job fair, you gotta go there. No, you have to meet somebody who's willing to give you a one-on-one interview versus this intervention type of job interview bullshit, you know, because they're not going to choose you because they know that you're very clingy on wanting to work at that job, and that's what they're seeing, is people who are clingy and needy for the job, you know. So when I got to the point where I had my last job interview working at GameStop, my first manager at the time, he was cool as fuck, and he understand how I was dealing with it. He he let me pretty much get the job, and he was cool as fuck, you know. But even with him, like I said, when you start out with the job, you're gonna start with, like, you know, people say you low minimum wage, and really in New York is different from other states. The minimum wage was decent, I'm not gonna lie. The only problem was, which is true, is that there's no benefits, no health benefits. What else? I think that, for example, where when you start working at the job, you're not going to make many days. You're not going to get like a full-time position or a part-time position unless they feel that you are worthy enough to do it. So as a seasonal, you got to start out with the bullshit. So that's level 2. So you're a guest advisor, per how you want to say it. Pretty much you're just the idiot who just standing there trying to convince customers to get like some pre-orders, or help them with like some games, or if they need help with anything. That's pretty much what it is. You pretty much are their toilet paper. You're all in their ass. So pretty much that's what it is. You're the hemorrhoids. You're all in the customer's ass, asking if they need help with anything, you know, smiling like if you're if you have a Coke and a smile type shit, and be like, hi, welcome to GameStop, you need any help, sir, ma'am, you need any help? Or there's some kids out there, they're looking for Pokemon or some other game or whatever, or some Nintendo shit. So pretty much that's what I had to do at GameStop. And I never got much hours or even have much of a pay. So to me, I was hoping that they really could reconsider having me to the point where I can work more hours or try to do the best. And not once have they ever said anything about how I was doing, you know. So in other words, I feel like GameStop really didn't need me, but it's just like they just need it for just whatever purpose on the holidays, you know. When it's holiday season, that's when they really want people. But if it's just like, you know, your normal days or whatever, then it's kind of like they have this fuck off attitude. We don't need you. Like GameStop, when they hiring people, they play games. That's what it is. Like, you're not playing a video game, they playing mind games. Like, they said that they like you, but they kind of like push back and they act like as if they're not interested, you know. So to me, GameStop love to lie and manipulate people about everything, you know. And that's the dirtiest thing that they can do. Manipulate kids to buy all these games, convince customers to get a Power Rewards card. No, there's nothing wrong with the Power Rewards card, but what's really making the money is just trading games, Power Rewards card, the circle of life, what they call it. And, you know, whatever they feel like their sales need to be, they're going to focus on that. To me, like I said, working at GameStop, you thought it was going to be a dream job, but it's really fucked up because they're scheduling, they're hiring, everything is really off. It's terrible. They only keep people who they think they're worthy. Like if you're a female, you automatically got the job. If you're Mexican or white or some type of Asian, you're going to keep the job. Like, I mean, I rarely see Asian people working there, but I know they're there. But if you're Mexican or white, you're definitely getting that job. But I know there's some white people on YouTube that say that, you know, even when they started out as seasonal, it's bullshit. But most likely, if you're black working at GameStop, that is a fucking taboo. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are black people working at GameStop, but it's a fucking taboo if you're from the urban parts of New York, or if you talk with a fucking ghetto accent or whatever. If you're just trying to do better with your life, you know what I'm saying, that's a slim chance that you're not gonna get this job. I mean, I'm a New York nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not ghetto, but I'm more urban, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that's not the real issue is, you know. And my friend told me the same thing, like, yo, they ain't trying to hire niggas in GameStop these days, you know. They're giving it to the white boys and Latinos. No disrespect to them, but I'm just calling it like I see it. So anyways, before I even wrap this video up, I'm gonna let my boy Rizzo the Unknown spit his opinion about it. So he's one of my good friends I know straight out of the South Side, Jamaica, Queens, my second home. So anyways, let me just give Rizzo the spotlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for a moment. So here he is.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Rizzo the Unknown. First of all, I would like to thank Samurai BX for inviting me to join this video. And my problem with GameStop is, one, they're expensive for no fucking reason. Like, just been plenty of times where I went to several GameStops and I will try to buy one thing and they will try to make me buy a whole nother. They make me buy like a whole lot of other shits, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, seriously, I just want to buy this one fucking game, or I just want to buy this one console. Like, y'all making me do all this shit. Chill. Like, chill. Y'all acting just as bad as those people from Best Buy. Like, that's how much they try to hassle you for your money. Two, and I pray to God, do not ever send unless your kid know how to swing with somebody out of their money, please do not send your kid to GameStop, because they literally will fucking manipulate that kid to spend his birthday money on multiple shit for no reason. That shit kind of sucks. Another problem I have with GameStop is when they hire people, they kind of hire, I don't know what it is. Like, they don't, like, some GameStops I give credit to, they do hire gamers, but not all GameStops hire actually gamers. They just hire people. Like, I understand, yeah, some people need a job, but with GameStop, you should at least know what fucking games are. And I'm not talking about like, oh, this is 2K, this is that. I mean, like, literally know what games are. Like, GameStop is a part of, like, GameStop's not really a part of the game community, but some of the game community do go there, and it's the fact that you hiring people who know little to shit about anything when it comes to video games in general, and y'all just hiring them. Like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, I literally went to GameStop at one point in high school, and this chick didn't know what the fuck she was doing at all. Like, I remember this because I bought The Darkness too. And when I first asked her, she was like, oh, what is, she didn't even know what the fuck The Darkness was. I'm like, yo, are you serious, chick? Then I gotta give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think nobody really knew what The Darkness was. It's kind of my favorite gem, but my point being, she didn't know what the fuck Darkness was. She didn't even know. She had to look at the case multiple times before even fucking finding the damn CD. And it's like, yo, are you dead ass, bruh? Are you dead ass? Like, I can literally go behind the counter and find that CD my damn self. And my third problem is basically, when it comes to the hiring process, I don't know what the fuck they doing. Cause it's like, I try to, this all going to sound like butthurt after I said this, and I kind of should have said this first, but fuck it, one take, I really don't care. I tried to work out of all the bullshit that I'm saying right now, I still try to apply to GameStop several times, and I don't know what it is. It's probably like my resume suck or some shit, but I don't know how they're not able to hire some people when you got others either leaving GameStop or they're getting fired from GameStop left and right, and it's like, how the fuck you don't have no room to hire somebody else? It's beyond me. And my point being is like, and my point saying this is, there was one point, I think it was around 2017, where I went to like a job fair for GameStop. This is the same place I met Samurai BX at. And when I got interviewed by this lady, who's, no offense to the LGBT, no, I'm not even gonna say nothing offensive about that shit, but she was basically a lesbian. Like, it's fucking written all over her, and she looked uninterested as hell. Like, she looked like me when I don't want to be at work. But unlike her, I'm not fucking interviewing people. So it's like when you trying to get in, when you're interviewing somebody, you're supposed to at least look somewhat positive, like hey, come on, like hey, like not too up tippity, but like I don't know, like the bitch made me not interested in fucking working the way she worked. It just killed my whole vibe. Like I was really scared because I heard some guy say he tried to apply to McDonald's, but he wound up fucking getting denied. But like this, I'm after hearing this shit, and then this bitch giving me this attitude. Like, god damn. My point being, what my experience so far is like mixed. GameStop sucks. There is some points where GameStop was cool, but that's my opinion right there. Alright, I'm gonna give it back to Samurai BX.
So in conclusion, folks, GameStop fucking sucks. Don't work at GameStop. Hell, don't even shop at GameStop if they on some bullshit. Because GameStop really is terrible to work at a place where they don't give a fuck about their employees and definitely don't give a shit about their customers, you know, and they trade people with bullshit money when it comes to their games they want to trade, and basically they just have terrible business ethics. So sooner or later GameStop is going to be fucking bankrupt, and it's going to be at the point where they're going to close that shit down. I know, and I heard that GameStop is at a point of being bankrupt, and basically they try and see somebody who will buy GameStop. So if they're going to keep up ripping off people, manipulating little kids, and giving the employees bullshit like jobs, it's not gonna work, because the GameStop has a really fucked up way of doing things. Their business ethics suck. So anyways, I want to thank Reza the Unknown for joining me with this video. Make sure you subscribe his channel. I'll put the link on the description box. And also make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. So until then, folks, SBX wrapping this shit up. Thanks for watching. Peace out and play hard.